Now, twice a week. Aren't you the lucky ones? You're watching, downloading, and listening to... This is the As Yet Unnamed Podcast with Ian Barstow, Damien Lee, and Darren Antrobus.
Right, can you all do a 3, 2, 1 clap so I can get a decent time?
Yeah,
we're gonna. Oh, hello, Darren. I can't hear you now. Darren,
you told me to clap.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you clap. There you go, in front of the microphone, not behind it. Right, 3, 2, 1.
Let's clap.
Yeah, see, I can hear you then. Okay, don't worry, forget it. I've done my clap, it's fine. Right, are we ready, everybody?
Yep.
Cool. Starting. Oh dear! And also, you're at an odd angle. What? You're half a screen. Why are you half a screen?
I'm having computer issues. I won't lie to you guys.
Are you?
So I'm on my.
Oh, you're on your phone because your microphone's not working either. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the As Yet Unnamed Podcast. 24 hours late again.
Can I just say, he looks like he's outside GHCQ or whatever it is, the spy capital of the UK or something.
Right, what are you doing now then, Damien? Right, why are people saying no silence on YouTube? Oh,
Don't. Don't.
Right, okay, bear with me.
You look like a weatherman, a really bad weatherman, because your body keeps disappearing. Can you hear me?
I don't know. Right, bear with me, people. Okay, I think we're back on now. Are we on? Can someone please confirm if we are on with audio? Right, Damien's gone.
This is going to be fun tonight, isn't it?
Shall I just start?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, right, let's just do it. Hello, welcome to the As Yet Unnamed Podcast live show. It is Thursday, the 26th of November, 2020. We are Hello, Damien. We can't hear you or see you, Damien. It's going great. Hello, Damien. Yeah, Damien, we can't see you or hear you, so wonderful. This could be a short show. Thank you very much for listening. The wonders of modern technology with someone that can't use it. So, hello to, so far, Dunk, Anthony, David Holland. I can't hear you at all, Damien, so I don't know where you are. Damien?
It sounds like he's on another planet.
Right. I saw you for about 2 seconds then. Right. Damien, can you put your camera on and let me know what's going on, please?
So we're going live to Damien Lee, who is reporting live from Mars.
Anyway, right. Hello to Dunk, Anthony, David, and Lynn Holland that are watching on the chat that I can see. I think we are back on now. I think everything's okay for sound-wise, irrespective of the other.
Oh,
That's right.
He's been on the juice look.
Damien, what's happening at the moment? Damien, what's happening at the moment? Damien. Oh, for...
He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, right. Okay, he's back. Right, bear with me. Let's see if this works.
Are you on laptop now or phone?
He's on laptop.
I don't know. I'm on something.
You are on laptop, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, to be in my life. Seriously, to be in my life.
Hello. How are you anyway, Damien?
I'm all right, yeah.
We had 16 viewers at the start. We've now got like 3. I think everyone's given up. Yeah, you chug down the wine.
Yeah. Keep on the juice.
You've got a pen sticking out your head as well, by the way.
Oh, no. Blimey. There we go. How are you?
That was in your ear.
It was in my ear.
I am good.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, fine, thank you. So, hello, welcome to the live show of the Agile Online podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time, apologies. It's normally slightly slicker than that.
Yeah.
Well, it is normally. It's not normally quite that far gone. But yeah, so welcome along. My name is Ian Barstow, joined by Damien Lee and Darren Antrobus. We're here to give you a couple of hours of entertainment on a Thursday night. We normally do Wednesdays. I'm not going to chastise Damien because he explained to me why, and he's had a very busy couple of days. So I will let you off this one, Damien.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, what a shame.
I was nervous. I know there's several listeners that wanted me chastised, so thank you for that.
Tell you what,
Ian, I've
Damien.
got to say, you look very attractive today. You're in your white shirt with a little mauve pink.
A little
thing
red.
going
Do you
on
want to?
underneath.
I'll show you this T-shirt because I don't think I've shown.
Let's have
It
a
is.
look at that.
No, I can't. Basically, it's a Thor Turtus T-shirt, as in Thor, as in that type of thing. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So coming up on the show today, we are going to do two recordings of the podcast, episode 26 and 27 already. We have got our 3 men and a microphone, and then we've got our ultimate top 5, and we've got lots of stuff coming on in that. Hopefully, Damien, you got stories this week?
Yeah, I've got stories coming out my ears.
Right. Okay. I thought you were going to say something else. Right, I'm going to play you something which isn't going to go in the podcast because I'll get done for copyright. But I just wanted to play something because I found this and I was pleasantly surprised. So, for both Darren and Damien and those listening, can you tell who this is?
When your day is long and the night is yours alone.
Can you tell who that is?
When you're sure you've had enough of this life.
Have a guess.
I think. Now we know that the original is REM, isn't it?
Yes. Everybody
Yeah,
hurts.
Everybody hurts. Yeah. Is it Shawn Mendes?
No. Damien, any ideas?
I think it's the boxer from the 1980s, Barry McGuigan.
Random. No. It is in fact Jedward.
Sometimes.
Who knew?
I know. Exactly. Who knew?
Who gave them singing lessons?
I know.
Who knew they even had voices like that?
That was Jedward performing Everybody Hurts from the Late Late Show, which is an Irish chat show that's on every night. And yeah, that was Jedward. I just thought I'd play that because I found it. I was like, really? That's them? That's proper surprised me.
They should have done that instead of Villain or Ice.
Yeah.
See, back in the day, because Ian and I have known each other for many years, we used to be called the radio version of Jedward.
Did we?
No?
I don't remember.
No, I think you go back a bit further than that.
All right, don't be like that. Jeez, honestly, just because you've had a good day. All right, I've been here, there, and everywhere. Got myself a cold sore as well on the go. I'm a rep man. I haven't had a shave. My hair's everywhere. Cold sore on the go. I'm on the wine. I tell you, it's going
You
wrong.
can't cope.
You drink rosé as well, which is just always a bad sign.
Is it a fruity rosé or is it harsh?
It's. I wish it was harsh, but no, it's rather fruity tonight. Rather fruity. Going down a treat, I tell you. Probably about my 4th one.
Damien, have you watched Celebrity Bake Off? Not Celebrity Bake Off, Great British Bake Off even.
Celebrity
I
break-off.
know. Have you watched the Great British Bake Off final?
I only did yesterday, so
Right,
I feel
so-
that we can talk. Is my mic okay, by the way?
Yes, your mic's fine.
Yeah,
It's all
I
good.
feel like we can talk about it. 'cause,
Okay.
Yeah, what did you think? Were you happy? Were you?
I was really happy, except, and we are going to tell you the winner because it's been like 3 days. So if you haven't watched it already, tough. Peter won, which I was really happy with. I thought he was about the best person to win on Bake Off. But he said at the point, I have watched this show for half of my life.
I know. How old did we feel?
And I was like, do you know what? Just go away. It's the same when they do it on X Factor and stuff like that, and they go, "I've grown up. I watched this when I was 3 in series 5." And I'm thinking, what? I've watched every episode of X Factor. It's just depressing.
See, what was sweet about this year is obviously they all got into the bubble and they all lived together at this hotel. And you kind of knew it was between the two guys in the end because, bless her, she really did not have a great final.
She was rubbish, to be fair.
She was terrible.
Lovely woman, but she was rubbish.
Terrible. Can I just throw it out there? And I know this isn't going to be particularly popular, but I don't know. I think Matt Lucas is pants on this show.
No,
he's awful.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Oh,
no,
he's terrible. He makes people feel. No, he makes people feel uncomfortable.
No, he doesn't.
Noel, he's tremendous. But basically, I would put the same league as probably Matt Lucas as Darren on this show. No purpose.
That's cruel.
I think that Matt and Noel work real well together.
Yeah, I really like Matt Lucas on it. I think he's very funny. I think he's very genuine.
You're both very wrong.
I don't think he puts people off or he makes people feel awkward at all. I think you're wrong. Anyway.
I wish I was your baby, he said at one point. I wish I was your baby.
Yeah, but for a laugh.
He's a grown
and it was
man.
funny. It was funny.
No, he acts. He's terrible.
No, you're wrong. Right, should we get on with it?
Yeah.
Should we do the recording before Damien gets really drunk? So, thank you very much for listening. If you are watching on the live stream on Facebook and YouTube, then say hello in the chat if you haven't done so already. And get in contact with us and we'll have a discussion. We'll talk to you and say hello to you throughout the show. Right, let's do this then. So this is episode 26 of the As Yet Unnamed podcast.
Now, twice a week, aren't you the lucky ones? You're watching, downloading, and listening to the As Yet Unnamed podcast. It's Monday, you need cheering up. Well, you're listening to the right show. This is 3 Men and a Microphone on the As Yet Unnamed podcast.
Hello, welcome to 3 Men and a Microphone from the As Yet Unnamed podcast. Welcome, it is Monday, the 30th of November. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the last day of November, one day until you can open your advent calendars, and Christmas is almost here. Welcome along to the show. My name is Ian Barstow. Hello, Darren.
Hello, how are you doing? You all right?
I am good, thank you. And hello, Damien.
Hello. And I've just realised that Darren actually has the largest hands in the world. For those people that are watching live on YouTube and Facebook, what a big hand you've got. It's big, it's juicy. The fingers look a bit like Prince Charles's fingers, a little bit swollen, but they're nice. I like a good big hand.
I've always needed a big hand to get round my microphone.
Right. We've only been on air now 2 minutes. It's got filth already. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, coming up on the show today.
We've got wine.
Damien does have wine. No. I'll explain. We are recording this on a Thursday evening. We do a live show every week on Facebook and YouTube if you want to join us. It's normally a Wednesday. This week we're doing it on a Thursday because of other things. And Damien has had a bit of a stress and is drinking rosé. So it could get very interesting during the course of the show. Coming up today, we are going to have our usual stories that we like to play, that we like to talk about, all those sort of things. We've got our mystery voice. Damien's got his end of show story as well, and other bits as well. But I am going to start today because Countdown have been at it again with their innuendos. So, this is Nick Hewer. I'll set it up for you. So basically, they've got to find 710. I think it is. It's one of the number rounds, and they've got they've got 7, 100, and a 10. So 7 times 100 plus 10, 710. Really easy answer. And then he said this.
Well, Matty.
Yeah, 700.
All right, Jonathan.
Yeah, 700.
So, Matty?
Well, you take the 7 and multiply it by 100.
All right, John's got me there 7 times. Poor old Rachel, she's gagging for a hard one. All she gets to do is...
Poor old Rachel, she's gagging for a hard one. Thanks, Nick. I'm sure you didn't mean it that way, but thank you anyway. So, yes.
Again? Can we hear him say that again? The dirty dog?
Yes. I've got to play the whole thing again because I didn't clip it down.
Well, Matty?
Yeah, 700.
All right, Jonathan?
Yeah, 700.
So, Matty?
Well, you take the 7 and multiply it by 100.
All right, John's got me there 7 times. Poor old Rachel, she's gagging for a hard one. All she gets to do is...
You see, the thing is, we know he didn't mean it that way, but the audience took it that way.
Oh, innuendo. The British are brilliant with innuendo. We really like that. So I just thought I'd play that little thing. But do you know? So have any of you worked in retail, as in like a supermarket or clothes shop or something like that? Yeah.
I did when I was 17. I worked at Spa, but got sacked because I couldn't add up.
Oh, blimey, that long ago when you didn't scan the barcodes.
And someone actually came in at the time because it was in a little bit of a rough area. And when I was serving, he came by the till, had a wee, just started having a wee. I was there trying to do my job, serving some fags and getting a book for someone, and he comes up.
Excellent.
Yeah,
it's bold as brass, weeing everywhere.
Where
under me till.
Where in Redditch was this?
I can't say.
Yes,
Even
you
on
can.
my shoe. Sorry, even on my shoe, I had a little bit of wee. It was.
Was it Batchley?
It was.
It was either going to be
the
Batchley or Woodrow Centre, one of the two.
It was, yeah. And anyway, so apparently I didn't handle the situation very well. What I was going to do? Just say, hold it and stop him weeing. For goodness
Well,
sake.
I worked at Safeway, as it was back then. Now Morrison's. I worked there for 3 years, and I was on the kiosk and all that sort of stuff. My most embarrassing moment working there was when I was not feeling very well and literally threw up all over the kiosk. Actual vomit. I couldn't stop it at all. It's literally, I wasn't feeling very well, and then all of a sudden it was just like, going to be sick, going to be all over the all over the kiosk. Not pretty.
Was there carrots in there?
Yeah, there was. It was a proper.
Always in sick, isn't it? Even if you don't eat carrots, always carrots there.
I used to work in a chip shop. Honestly, yeah, in a Greek chip shop in Tunstall. When I was
in a what chip shop?
A Greek chip shop. Yeah, called Anna Days, which was in people who from Stoke-on-Trent listen to this will know where. I mean, Tunstall Square. I was 15. And you had to wrap the chip. You've seen them in the chip shop where you put.
Yeah, we've been in the chip shop. Yeah, we know that.
And you wrap it up a certain way. Yeah.
Yes.
I lasted about half an hour because I served about 5 people, and every bag of chips fell everywhere because I didn't wrap it up properly. So they just went.
Imagine that's a hard job.
So they just said, "It's not working, is it?" I said, "No." They said, "You can go if you want." I said, "Okay, I'll leave."
So we've all worked in retail.
Why did they stop wrapping it in newspaper? What was the ruling behind that?
Is it the ink?
It's probably the ink that they use, I would imagine.
Yeah, because you could be, sucking on a chip from Dear Deirdre with written all over it.
Well, several times I did open my chips, had a couple of chips, got past the scallop and saw a couple of boobies. I thought, well, this is nice.
Save that for later.
The man was still weird.
So we've all been in some sort of retail. Now there is apparently a secret hotline that people can call when they have problem customers. Now I've managed to get one of these recordings from this secret hotline. The Interception call hotline. It is a secret one for retail workers, but I have managed to find one of the recordings. I will play it now for you.
We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call.
How many of us have heard that music before? Oh, terrible.
There's a bit of whole music there. Building up the story like this. Okay.
Customer Interception Hotline, everything you wish you could say and more. How can I be of service? Oh, you got one of them, have you? Oh, yeah. Okay, you're at the big Sainsbury's. Right, okay, if you'd just like to connect me to your problem. Hello, Keith, you great big draft excluder. Now, I know your last two brain cells are clinging to one another like Jack and Rose on fucking Titanic, and we know only one of them came out alive, so I'm going to say this to you slowly. Put a mask over that gaping cesspit you call a mouth and step away from my very lovely shop assistant, okay? No, Keith, no one's trying to control your liberty. You've every right to be an arsehole. I'm just asking you to do it with a layer of fabric between you and the rest of the world. Your safety, not mine, Keith. You know, let me just say, as a lifeguard on duty at the gene pool seems to have taken a couple decades off, if I had it my way, I'd be choking you with the damn thing. Yeah? Okay, my love, if you'd like to pass me back over to Macaulay. Hi, Joanne. All should be rectified, but if the problem persists, you are welcome to call me back any time. Okay, sweetheart, you have a nice day now. All right. Take care.
Now that is a secret hotline for
She
every
is
retail
savage.
worker. I love that.
I love her. I want to hire her for my company. That's what we need.
Wow.
Damien, I've got blah blah on the phone. They want to say, just out here. Just do so. No, don't put them through. Let's get her on the phone. What's her name?
So if you work in retail, let me know. Send us an email, the as yet unnamed podcast @gmail.com, and I will pass you the details over.
One of our listeners actually works for Sky, who is Anthony, who listens to us regularly. I don't know whether he works on the call centre at Sky or not. I don't know, but I'm sure he's got some stories.
Oh, there's nothing worse. I've worked on service desks and helplines for a long time, most of my career. There's nothing worse than some people talking to people on there, especially stupid people who don't know how to use IT. You're right there, Damien.
iPhone.
3 men close to a midlife crisis. 3 microphones, 1 Zoom call, all lead to this. It's the As Yet Unnamed Podcast.
Sorry, you talked over the punchline again there, Damien.
There's two things that really annoy me, and that's thrush and when you cut me off.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. It works well.
Hate it.
It works well, though.
Yeah, I hate you. That tiny little head with the tiny little nose and your little beard.
You're right there, Darren. At least I can grow a beard. You're right there, Darren.
No, I'm not. Did you just see something float like an orb?
It's not an orb. It's not an... No, it's not an orb.
There's no such thing as an orb.
No.
I've just seen an orb.
It's a piece of...
Not an orb.
It's a piece
Watch
of
this
dust.
back.
It's a
Watch
piece...
this back.
Where was the orb?
It's a piece of
It went like
dust.
that.
No.
In whose house?
My house.
It's a piece of dust. It's not an orb. It's a reflection of light. Let's not go down there.
All right. Look at you, Derek Akura.
So, hello to Hannah Smith, who has said, hi, I'm on the red wine, enjoy, Damo. Will Murray is also there. Thank you very much, Will, for you.
Hannah.
Yeah. Thanks very much for joining
smashing
us.
it, by the way. Let me just say, Hannah, you're smashing it. Every faith in you. You go for it.
Does she work for you?
I can't comment.
Okay, right.
Clearly she does.
I'll message her and get some stories about you. So, if you are listening and watching tonight, thank you very much for joining us. Right, let's do another part. Clean edit, everybody. Darren.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, all right. Pretty excited, actually.
Have you had an exciting week?
Yeah, is this my cue to talk about my new toy?
It is, yes.
Okay, so I've had a new toy. This is a great toy. Can I just say that when technology is meant to get...
That type of toy? No? Okay, sorry.
No. That's really rude. That is
Do you
really
know what?
rude.
I don't sign up for this. I do this show to talk about political, historic events, and you're talking about dildos.
I wasn't. I was talking about electric toothbrush. Anyway, Darren, carry on.
Okay, so technology, as it gets better and more advanced, it's meant to get smaller. No, it's not. It's not doing that. I've had a new iPhone. I've had an iPhone 12.
12 or 12 Max?
12 Pro.
12 Pro. Very nice.
Would you like to see the size of this brick?
Please. Yes, I would like to see the size of your brick.
This is actually the same size as my old Nokia that you pull an aerial out of.
Right.
Yeah.
And is this through the company? Is this a put? Wow.
What case is that?
That's a bit of a... Hold on a minute.
That's a bit of an old man's case.
What are you, Dallas? Look at it.
No, it's so I can prop it up and watch.
Oh, no. Show us the case. Show us the case.
It's a wallet case.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's very.
But how big is that? Anyway, but I'm going off.
If that's big, mate, you've obviously exaggerated.
that is big. That is bigger than my last phone, right? And it's
Does
quite
size
heavy.
mean
as well.
everything to you? I mean,
Size, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Are you a size queen?
What?
Are you a size queen?
Hold on a minute. If they've just tuned into this show, they're going to be thinking, sort of show am I listening to here?
certain people,
sizes.
certain people will
market.
know that reference. Sorry, Darren, carry on.
I'm going to leave that alone, you dirty boy. Right. Anyway, so basically, this phone, it's all good. It's really nice to use. I got to get used to where everything is. You'd think with an iPhone everything is in the same place, but it's not. There's a lot of things that really make me angry about this phone. So stand by for a soapbox rant. First of all, I don't like the fact that you can't plug in headphones.
Haven't been able to do that on an iPhone for about the last 5 years.
I agree with that.
Right, so I've had to spend a good nearly £100 on accessories.
How much? Sorry,
£100.
100?
£100, not 100.
Where's the H gone in that? Is it buggered off? 100? Where are you? £100?
Northern
Get
Stoke.
your H back in there.
£100.
That's better. The Queens,
Yeah.
please. The Queens.
Yes, £100 on accessories. So I've had some
Nice.
Bluetooth over-ear headphones. Right.
Nice. All right.
It doesn't come with a charger. Why would you send out a phone that doesn't?
Why
have a
would
charger?
you, Darren?
Do you know-
Why would you?
Do you know
I don't
why?
get that.
Do you know why they don't?
Because they've gone green.
Yes, because it saves hundreds
Yeah.
of thousands of tons of
But I
carbon.
love having a new charger with my phone because then you get an extra charger. You always need an extra charger. So you have one for the car, one for your bedroom, one for downstairs.
Yeah, but you're
one
not going to plug one.
No.
You're not going to use one you use at home in your car, are you? Because you haven't got a 3-pin plug in your car.
No, but the USB bit goes in the fag
Yeah,
lighter.
but you've got a cable though.
Yeah.
So
But
that,
you know,
that
with the
argument's not valid.
Normally comes with a cable and a plug. Anyway, getting off the subject again.
This is award-winning stuff, I tell you. We lost about 5 viewers there.
Hang on, stop it. Right. So, and then all the apps on there. Can I remember all my passwords? Can I have a bleep? Can I? Because I was on the phone to the bank for about 3 hours. When they answered the phone and put me in the phone queue, I was probably caller number 104. And I was on the phone. They said, "Oh, your call will be answered in about 4 hours' time." So I needed to sort out my banking app, my Netflix app, everything. And I hate having a new phone.
I'll point you in the direction of a useful app for you.
Go on.
LastPass. So LastPass, PAS. You install it on your browser, on your computer. You install it on your phone. You install it wherever you need your passwords. You log into all your sites. It saves all your passwords, and then whatever device you are on, it puts the passwords in automatically for you.
See, I used that once with my ex-wife when I had LastPass, and she said it's not that sort of pass. And I said I thought it was. I got a LastPass. A pass. Nothing. Gone.
But yeah,
Happens.
so I've had a new phone. Me and the wife have had the same sort of phone, and a small part of me is like, "Yay, new phone!" But a massive part of me is like, "Oh, it's hard work. This
First world problems.
See,
Massive first world problems you're suffering from there, Darren.
But can I just say the sound quality is superb on this phone. So somebody rings me up on loudspeaker, it sounds almost like
Sounds better than your radio show.
sounds better than my radio show. Yeah.
does he present a radio show?
He does. Did
do
you
like-
not know?
I didn't know that.
Has he never mentioned it?
No, not at all. No. Got a cracking story for you if you fancy it.
Let me do a jingle.
It's Monday. You need cheering up. Well, you're listening to the right show. This is 3 Men and a Microphone on the As Yet Unnamed podcast.
That might not make the cut, to be fair, Darren.
It went on a bit, to be honest, As. Lovely story, but
Hello. Sorry.
grated on me a bit. Grated.
Sorry, Damien. Hang on. My lighting's gone off. No, that's not going to work either. Right, bear with me. Sorry.
Just
Right.
to let you know for people that
and
are
you'll
watching.
leave that bit in. About
No, I won't
listening
leave
to
that bit in. I'll take that bit out along with your story. So,
Savage. He's savage, isn't he?
He's
You know what
horrible.
I mean?
He's
We get
horrible.
minimum wage for this shit.
Just-
can I share? Can I share what Darren? What did you? Can I share what Darren said? Darren said, "I'm a brilliant editor, don't you know?" And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to send you the ones because I get to choose what stays in and goes out. So you know.
Right.
Anyway,
It's all about power with you, isn't it? All about
it is.
ego.
It is power
You know what
and
I mean?
ego. Yeah.
Narcissist you are. Narcissist.
Says you. How many listeners we got, Ian? How many listeners we got, Ian? How many
Hold
listeners
on
we
a
got?
minute.
How many downloads we got, Ian?
I've had a right cocky so-and-so on my WhatsApp. Turning around saying, oh my God, look how many listeners they've got tonight. We're recording the podcast, don't you know? I'll send you the listening figures. If you don't like it, you know what to do, don't you?
Who said that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, what's going on?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got a story for you.
Okay, Damien, what is your story of the week, please?
So I like to give a story that's kind of, gives a bit of, laughter. Normally the guys tend to say that my stories are around sex and filth and dirty stories. So I thought I'd change it this week. I wanted to do something a bit more serious, a bit more highbrow, and something that maybe would be worthy for Radio 4, because this is a story I think we need to know. I'll give you the headline first. Okay, so if we can just be serious for a minute, guys. Now, pilots use a jet to draw a penis in the sky in support of masturbating footballer.
What?
And you said Radio 4?
Yeah, but this is about pilots. This is serious.
Radio 4 Play.
Can you give me that headline again, please?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, pilots use a jet to draw penis in the sky in a support of masturbating footballer.
There's a lot to break down in that.
Now, 2 pilots are under investigation for allegedly manoeuvring their passenger jets. This is hard, actually, when you've had a few. Through the air, so it drew a shape of a penis in the sky. Now, the phallic-like
He didn't get that, did he?
turns were captured on a flight tracking software and were apparently a bizarre act of solitary Russian footballers team captain. Does that make sense? Did I read that okay?
In solidarity, I think you meant to
Thank
say.
you. Yeah. Now, the unnamed crew of the Russian Pobeda airline are reported to have flown the plane so that it drew a penis to the back of their country's team captain, Artan Dazuba, who was suspended for international duty after footage showing him appearing to masturbate in bed leaked online. Now, video highlights of the alleged X-rated detour taken by flight DP-407 en route from Moscow to Gothenburg on November the 11th. Now, Kremlin-owned RT called it a ballsy flight path, but questioned whether the alleged stunt was a bit too cocky.
No, they didn't. They didn't say that at all. They didn't.
Now, this was probably the way in which Pobeda captains expressed their support to Russian team captain Artem Dazuba and showed their gratitude at him for being bullied, said a spokesman for the airline. It was later confirmed that the Federal Air Transport Agency is investigating the phallic protest over the city of Nasamvatsk. Reports suggest the crew requested permission for air manoeuvres due to a need to check radio navigation equipment. It's known that the scheduled flight was a budget airline, Pobeda, part of the national flag carrier Aeroflot, landed 20 minutes later, and I've actually got a footage of the flight path and the drawing that, it's being investigated. Are we ready to see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is.
So there we go.
That's like the version you would draw on your school book or something, isn't it? You know, when you were at school and you started drawing that.
It's like a
sort of
rude
shape.
doodle.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, Roman Guzera, who's editor-in-chief, said you get very punished for these manoeuvres. That was my Russian. He added that
sounded German. I'll be honest with you.
Now, apparently this manoeuvre is under investigation, and it could cost the flight crew their career, but also intimate footage has been sent to their wives as a blackmail attempt.
Is that by the same person that's got those videos of Donald Trump?
So to do that again, the headline is pilots use jet to draw penis in the sky in support of a masturbating footballer.
Morning glory. Wow.
Shake hard for 10 seconds.
You can experiment with going deeper, and you want to pump it up and down.
I haven't used that one for a bit.
I love that. Doing it so.
I couldn't walk the next day.
Thank you, Damien. Why would you do that for one? Because you know it's not a particularly clever thing to do. Because there is an app now that you can get on all of your phones where you can track any plane that's flying in the world. Which is why if something happens to a plane, most people will know straight away because they'll be able to track it on a phone. But why would you need to do that? That's just
look.
Stupid.
You know what? We've got producers on this show. They get me the stories. You know, I give them a go for you. And this week it was about penises. So you know that's how we roll.
What we're going to balance it out next week?
What, talking about fannies next week?
Well, you said it.
This is the As Yet Unnamed Podcast with Ian Barstow, Damian Lee, and Darren Antrobus.
I just wanted to let everyone know that's watching live at the moment. We've got an extra show for you on next Friday, Damien.
Good Lord.
We've got an extra.
Why do I bother with this? Seriously, not an effort, innit?
We've got an extra show.
I get that sick feeling. Oh, it's not again. Oh God.
So we are recording on Wednesday as normal next week, and then on Friday we've got an extra special show. We are recording our Christmas special quiz. With a special guest who I think we all know, might have been after Damien's time, but it is a special guest and it's going to be a lot of fun. She does this quiz on her own channel on a Tuesday night as well. So next Friday the 4th from 8:30 we are starting the record, so we'll probably be on about 8:15 or so, and then we'll start the recording at 8:30, and it's going to be a Christmas quiz special, so you will be able to join in as well. We're not going to have quiz sheets etc for you, but we're going to be doing this live, so if you're going to join us on Facebook, get ready with a pen and paper and watch and try and answer as many questions as possible, but it's going to be a lot of fun. As it's a Friday night, I'm going to have a drink. Down, are you going to have a drink with you? Damien's definitely going to have a bottle, probably, by the sounds of it by then.
I'm going to be on my way. I think I'm on my way.
It'll be on a bottle of cheap cider.
Can I just say that I'm broadcasting this tonight from my new studio, otherwise known as the Snore Room. So when I'm snoring, I get told, get in there.
Yeah, I've had it a lot at the moment.
Yeah. So, but in front of me here is my birthday stash that I had last Thursday, and I can tell you now there are 7 bottles of Jack Daniels and about 4 bottles of Jim Beam there.
Oh, nice one, nice one.
That.
So yeah, next Friday.
Ian, what will you be drinking?
Whiskey, mate.
Straight
whiskey. It's about the only straight thing I have. So yeah, we will be live next Friday with our Christmas special quiz, which will then be released Christmas week. We are
you know what?
taking a break over Christmas.
We've got Christmas coming up. And we get to have a break. You know what I mean?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
26 weeks of this. Get ready. 26 weeks of this absolute.
Oh, some. Thanks. Right, let's move on with the recording. So it's time for our mystery voice. It's time for this week's mystery voice. So far, we have had guesses of Sharon Stone, Madonna, Gillian Anderson, and Mariah Carey. It is none of those. This is where you play your mystery voice. You need to guess. If you think you know the answer, email asyetUnnamedPodcast@gmail.com. asyetUnnamedPodcast@gmail.com. Can you tell me who this is?
It took no convincing on my part. I mean...
Once more, I'll play it again for you. Do you know who this is?
It took no convincing on my part. I mean...
Make your decisions now. So, do you know who this is?
And how much...
Oh, I almost played you the reveal then.
It took no convincing on my part. I mean...
Oh, almost played you the reveal. Oops. Right, I'll play that again.
It took no convincing on my part. I mean...
Damien, do you know who that is? That was close.
I'm going to go for Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Again, not American.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You give us that. Oh, and we meant to guess that. No clues, nothing.
No clues. Darren.
Is it Meghan Markle?
I think it is. I think you've done it.
So we have Meghan Markle or Catherine Zeta-Jones.
It took no convincing on my part. I mean,
100%. Markles.
Don't know.
Markles.
I can reveal you are both wrong. It is neither of those. Do you know who is the mystery voice? Email in asyetUnnamedPodcast@gmail.com and you can win, if I get it there, showing the people watching on the video, a brand new spanking badge with the As Yet Unnamed Podcast badge, which is always good. So we will have more mystery voice next week. And I will... Do you want a clue now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want an easy clue? A cryptic clue?
Something easy.
Yeah.
An easy clue. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right. Monster is your clue.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. Can we have another guess then and like round it off this week? Because it's Christmas next week, isn't it?
Okay. Right. I'll
Ooh,
play it
really
one.
good
I'll
mood.
play it one more time for you.
it took no convincing on my part. I mean,
So, Damien, another guess. Clue is monster.
I'm not going to get this because I know her surname, so I'm not going to get it. Theron.
Charlene's Theron. Is that what you're saying?
Charlie Theron. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not that, Damien. You're wrong.
Come on.
Right.
Darren.
Okay, my Rihanna. Because she did a song called Monster, didn't she, as well?
Darren.
it took no convincing on my part. I mean,
You're wrong. It is not Rihanna. We will have more guesses next week.
It works for Clarkson, May and Hammond. We're not quite sure it works for Antrobus, Lee and Barstow. But they're doing it anyway. You're listening to the As Yet Unnamed podcast.
I thought you might get it on that clue, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought we did. Yeah.
So, a quick hellos to people watching on YouTube and Facebook. Hello to Anthony. Hillary is watching as well. Dunk. Hannah, David and Lynn Holland, Colin and Bryn, who are listening downstairs. Bryn's the dog. He gets very upset if I don't say hello to him. And I think that's all I've got on my Facebook that I can see. Actually, no, Athel is watching as well on mine. Paul is watching as well on my watch party. So hello to you. Do either of you want to?
Yeah, I'm going to shout out to Kate Beale, who's listening. Hi, Kate. Carol, who's called Joe. We don't call you Carol. It's Joe. Alan's listening. Karen Louise. We've got John Townsend, Ian Sweeney, Rob Kerry's online. Winky Alf. I mean, we'll move on from that one. And we've got Simone listening as well. So thanks for having a listen. I know it's a bit odd, but we have a giggle. We do.
And on my watch party, chaps, hello to Anthony. Also, hello to Darren. Hello, that's not me, that's another Darren, incidentally. Hello to Steve and Pam as well, and Jill and Graham and Dean and Chris and Val. Hello also to Sam, Chris and Paul, and plenty of other people as well. Clearly, I'm very popular.
Excellent. Yeah, whatever. So,
your little WhatsApp comment, only 12. I tell you what, check out the Facebook stats. Right?
Who was that? Who was it?
We'll have this off air.
No,
we'll have
you
this
are.
discussion off air.
With your little new house, or have you?
All right, Damon. Ruby and Reggie are also listening as well, who are Dave and Lynn's dogs, who are the cutest little things in the world. So hello to them. Dunk has just said, I actually waved then, Damien. So when you wave, Damien, Dunk waved back at you.
Oh, do you know what? Dunk, I love Dunk. I do. Just love him. He's great. He listens. He's a regular. He's probably sozzled like me, to be honest. Sozzled is a good thing when you've had a hard day.
It is ish, but you shouldn't really drink in the week because it's bad for you. It's time now to do the final story of the show, Damien.
I've let you down a bit.
Are you ready?
To be honest.
A bit?
Yeah. No, there's not really a story. There's a announcement. So I thought it was apt.
You're
because
pregnant?
I mean, I know I've got a lot of chins lately. I know I've got a cold sore. And to be quite frank, I look like I'm having a breakdown. Even the grey hair. Look at the grey hair there. See that?
Just for men for you, mate. I'll get you for Christmas.
Grey hair, I tell you.
Right, let's play the music. This is Damien's happy story to end the show. Good luck, everybody. So then, Damien, what brightness are you going to bring into our Monday?
So, I think this is a story that we can all be a bit bright about, and I wanted to bring it up because I think we need a bit of hope. We still need to be careful. We still need to play by the rules. We still need to be careful. But I also think that we need a little bit of hope, and we need a little bit of hope that surrounds our Union Jack, because it came from this country. It was discovered in this country. It was part of this country for all of those people that have worked hard, tirelessly over the last 12 months. And that is the news that we should be, hopefully, if the regulators approve it, get a vaccine from those amazing people at Oxford University. This is one that I kept a real eye on myself and hoped and sort of thought, how amazing. You know, these are the guys that are responsible for penicillin. Back in World War II, you know, these guys actually created penicillin, which is now huge. You know, you can't, you know, comprehend how big that is. It's true, Ian. It's a fact. I'm giving you actual factual information here. Don't Google it because that'll wind me up. So the good news and the good story of this week's show is the fact that I give you the Oxford University vaccine that is in partnership, I think, with
AstraZeneca.
That's the one. And there's even news that apparently we might get it in mid-December. Look, whether you're an anti-vaccine, whether you're not, you know, you don't have to take it if you don't want to. But for some of us that do think that this is amazing, take it. Do you know what I mean? If you're one of those anti-vaccine people, that's your choice.
Crawl under a rock and go away.
You know, we live in a freedom of speech and all of that. I think you're wrong, but that's up to you. However, the majority of this country, I think, will take this vaccine. And I think I'm sitting here on this podcast saying by the end of summer, I think we'll be out of this thing.
God, I hope so. After the announcement on today, when both me and Darren are back in Tier 3, Damien, I think, is in Tier 2, we need something to look forward to. It's massive news, and it's really encouraging news. The fact it's a 90% effectiveness when it's half a dose and a full dose, compared to the other two, which are around 95, but they have to be stored differently and cost a lot of money. This is a vaccine that can go all around the world. They've promised to not make a profit on this vaccine for the lifetime of the vaccine. I think that's mainly if it's in developing countries. So basically it means that anybody in the world will be able to get this vaccine. I hope it's got a massive take-up. I will be first in line as soon as I can get it. I will say, yes, please, I'll have it. Thank you very much.
I think we should do it live. I think we should have the podcast. I'll do it on air.
How are you going to do that?
You're going to inject yourself?
No. You know, we get a nurse in, you know, in the uniform.
Oh, Barbara could do it.
She come and know where to hit me with a needle, that nutter. But do you know what? I think it was important to say, do you know what? For 26 weeks now, we've sat here week after week. We started in the summer. We're all boiling. Now we're freezing. We're drunk. And you know, it's been tough, but it hasn't been as hard as what, you know. Look, it depends where you are. Some people have been through atrocious times and lost people. So I'm not going to say that. It's been hard for everybody in their own way. And we just need a bit of hope, something to cling on to. We're all in it together. And I really think this could be a way out of this thing. And I'm going on record as saying I think we'll be out of this by the end of August. That's my take on it.
Thank you very much. And that is it for this Monday episode of the As Yet Unnamed podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Don't forget, you can get in contact with us. Find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search As Yet Unnamed Podcast. Email asyetunnamedpodcast@gmail.com. And if you've missed any of the episodes, head over to the website, theasyetunnamedpodcast.uk, and you can listen to all of the previous episodes on there, way back when, until the very first episode of the As Yet Unnamed podcast with Joe Lycett, which is one of the interview ones. There's 15 in-depth interviews you can listen to, and they're really interesting as well, apart from 2, but you know, we won't go into those. Thank you, Darren.
Thank you.
Thank you, Damien.
Yes, thank you very much. We say at the end of every show, but wear your masks, keep your social distance, be kind to each other, say some nice things, and do a nice deed if you can. Or phone a relative, say you love them, do something nice.
Nah. So we're back again on Friday morning with the ultimate top 5. This week is teenage celebrity crushes. Yeah, it's not going to be a show like that, Damien, please. I don't want it to go into some sort of like, oh, look at her, do you remember her? Oh, manly, oh. I don't want any of that. I want it nice and like, yeah, none of that, please. Don't go licking your lips. It's just wrong.
I won't with this cold, so.
Look after yourselves. Hope you stay well. And we will be back again Friday. Until then, ta-da. Thank you very much. Show 1 done. Thank you very much indeed. Damien, I didn't have a chance to tell you this, but so we'll have a little bit of an on-air meeting. Can you have next week's top 5 choice? Can you let Barbara know that we need a Christmas top 5, please? That's a Christmas top 5.
Do. Yeah.
Thank you. Because we will be in our Christmas mode by the time that goes out on the next week. Yes, good.
Yeah,
thank you.
Worries.
Thank you. Right, thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for watching the As Yet Unnamed Podcast live show. Hope you're enjoying yourself. If you
How's
are,
YouTube going?
Yeah, don't ask. Excellent. It's going really well. Really mass load of watchers. So
any
yeah.
newbies?
I maybe don't know. No one ever says hello. It's fine.
Right.
We'll just carry on. We'll pretend there's thousands, but then the handful that are listening and watching will really enjoy it. So it's all good.
I've got a question for Damien, actually, which is a visual question for now.
Sure.
Anthony, one of our regular subscribers and listeners, has just pointed out a very good point. Is Barbara there with you right now, topping up your drink as you're sipping it? Because you're taking a lot of sips, but it's not going down. Is she constantly topping up your drink, hoping for a good night?
Look, you know, Anthony, you raised a very good point. Sozzled.
You literally messaged me at, I think it was about 7:10 tonight, saying you're just leaving the office. I'll be back in time, and you're getting drunk already.
No, because when I was
are you a lightweight?
No, because when I was putting the kids to bed, obviously a glass was already poured for me. So it was then, Daddy, can we have a story tonight? Not tonight. You know, it's podcast time. But Daddy, no. All right. But Damien, don't call me Damien. I'm your father. You won't sleep in that bed. Well, it's my bed. It's not, because I paid for it, including you. I paid for you. I didn't pay for my children. That's wrong, isn't it?
Have you? So Mrs. Lee.
Yeah.
Pours you a drink ready for when you get in.
It was by the side. Yeah, it was ready for me.
She knows him well.
Okay.
She knows it's a busy time, and I'm doing ridiculous hours and getting these things. And
all right, stop explaining it. Ian, does your other half pour you another drink before you get in?
No,
nor does mine.
But I will say, because he is downstairs and he will moan at me if I don't. He does make dinner every day, so I'm not gonna. It's very much appreciated. I cannot wait
to come round, have some time with old Stallion,
You're never coming round the house, Damien.
Yeah,
never. I can just about cope with the virtual interaction I have with you once a week. I managed 20 years without you. I can manage a few more.
That was delivered so well. It's like we didn't speak for 20 years, and now it's been 26 bloody weeks. Honestly, God Almighty! I remember to a holiday. Not at all. No.
I remember messaging you and saying, "Oh, Damien, I'm thinking of doing this podcast. Can I? Do you want to be interviewed?" And that was the biggest mistake I ever made, because you've never left me now.
No,
you're clinging on like a limpet.
Even then, I was like, maybe we can do something together if you really want to. We can do anything you want to.
I just want to get back in radio any way I can.
Please, just once a week. I'll press the buttons for you.
It's so true. It is so true. And then 26 weeks later, it just takes over your life.
Shattered, honestly, you know.
Yeah.
Don't forget, babe, you've got podcasting out when you get home. Why are you from Manchester? Doing in my bed. Who are you? Oh, God. Can you do the next show?
Yeah, so I'll just very quickly, give you a reminder. We are on live next Friday from 8:30 with the Christmas quiz show special with a special guest. We are recording up until I think our last record is the 16th, sorry. 16th of December is our last record. And then we have 2 weeks off, but we are releasing some best of shows and the quiz show, etc. So we will be there. Hillary has just put OE and let him come round. It's nearly Christmas. No, he is not part of my bubble over Christmas week at all.
Hillary. Do you know what? That woman is such a delight.
Have
There's some people in life who are like a rainbow. That woman is just such a rainbow.
She's filling up your glass again, isn't she?
You what, sorry?
She's filling up your glass again, isn't she?
I don't know what you're on about.
Glug, 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 glug. Have you got a box? Is it box wine?
I beg your pardon. How very rude.
Well, you are drinking.
Box out of it.
You are drinking rosé. It's the worst wine in the world.
I love it how he says it. Is it a rosé?
It is rosé. It is. It's like watered down red wine. What's the point of it? Anyway, let's do the ultimate top 5. We'll rattle through this and then we can all go to bed. Right, this is the As Yet Unnamed podcast. Thanks so much for listening. It is time for the ultimate top 5.
Now, twice a week, aren't you the lucky ones? You're watching, downloading and listening to the As Yet Unnamed podcast. It's Friday, the weekend is almost here. So sit back and join Ian, Damien and Darren for the ultimate top 5 lists show. It's the As Yet Unnamed podcast top 5.
Hello, welcome. It is Friday. It is the week is over. It is the weekend. It is closer to Christmas. Thank you so much for downloading this episode of the podcast, the ultimate top 5. My name is Ian Barstow, joined by Darren. Hello, Darren.
Hello, it is Friday, yay, crunchy day, Friday feeling.
Yay, yippee-yay, Mother Hubbard. And hello, Damien.
Do you know what? It's Friday, it's chippy day. I feel like I need a piece of roe. And as of Monday's show, I've also got a drink with me as well. So, do you know what? We're going to get through the show great.
He's been drinking all week non-stop.
Let's not say that.
He's got like he's got a drip of wine in his vein all day, every day.
Good evening, good morning, hello, Friday, love it.
So, welcome to the Ultimate Top 5. This is where we decide our Ultimate Top 5 on a different subject every week. We spin a wheel, that person that it lands on then picks their number 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc. This week, we are doing Ultimate Teenage Crushes. Now, I will say this is not going to descend into a dirty old man type of show.
You hope.
It's not. I'm not going to allow it. It's not going to be doing that at all. No, horrible. So, let's go through our top 5s in no particular order. And this may give you a clue as to the type of people I like. So... in no particular order, my top 5 celebrity crushes from my teenage years, so I've gone up to about 1998, year 2000, is Angel from Buffy, Pacey from Dawson's Creek, Zach from Saved by the Bell, Paul Nichols from EastEnders, and Justin Timberlake. Those are my celebrity crushes. I know, they're all men. What a surprise.
Hang on a minute. Paul Nichols, I'm just picking myself off the floor. Is he the one with the curly hair?
No, it's the one from EastEnders.
Nichols,
yeah, well, if it's picked up...
No, he's not the one from Just Good Friends, you plonker.
No, not that one. Damien, in no particular order, please.
Are you a gay man?
Yes, I am. And even back then, I knew.
Never know.
It's strange,
Never
isn't it?
know.
I didn't wake up one morning and go, do you know what? Today, I'm going to be gay. It doesn't happen like that. Damien, your top 5 in no particular order,
Learn
please.
a lot on this show. Never know.
I know.
Never know. Okay, so my top 5 are Tiffany Amber Thesian.
Who, sorry?
Tiffany Amber Thesian.
Okay.
Kelly, Saved from the Bell. That was who she played. That wasn't my number 2. That was my number 1.
What?
No. Tiffany Amber Thesian was Kelly in Saved by the Bell.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Fine. Right, just rattle through them, Damien.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Philippa Forrester.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
You weirdo.
Carry on.
Jessica Rabbit.
Fair enough. And?
Sorry. And Katie Holmes.
Okay.
Oh, remember it.
Same shows. I like that. Same shows.
Yeah.
Darren, your top 5 in no particular order. Remember, we want the names, not clues. Thank you.
They're all going to be from the 80s, you know that, don't you?
No. So there's one I'm too frightened to say because I know you're going to rid me. So I'll
No,
leave
go
that
on. We need
to
we
it.
need Darren.
No, we need
Darren,
all of them.
Darren.
Right, so,
We need all of them.
So I've got Donna Eyre, right? I've also got Michaela Strachan. I've got Erica Elenica. And I've also got Katie Hill and the fifth one.
No, go on, Darren. Say it, otherwise we're not carrying on the show and we'll be here all night. Carry on. Say
Janet
it.
Jackson.
Oh, please let it land on that one. Please let us land on that one. Honestly, I need that one. Yeah. Well, we will see if you get to pick it, then we will see. Right.
I've got some good friends of mine listening tonight. So shout out to Ross and Luena. Hope you're both well. You know, told them quite an intellectual show we've got here, and you turn around and go, "You're quite fancy." Ooh, Janet Jackson.
I don't want to do this tonight.
Well, tough.
I bet
We're
Janet
doing
Jackson
it.
would say about you, son. Tell you.
Anyway, let's start our ultimate top 5 teenage celebrity crushes.
This is the As Yet Unnamed Podcast with Ian Barstow, Damian Lee, and Darren Antrobus.
Okay, so picking number 5, I will spin the wheel. If you're watching the video, you'll be able to see who it is. It lands on me. Oh, very interesting. That was very camp. Right, I am going to pick my
man.
Yeah, I know. My number 5 is Zach from Saved by the Bell.
It's so coming back.
Played by Mark Paul Gosler, I think it is, from 1989 through to 1993. He was born in 1974, and they are bringing it back. Saved by the Bell is coming back, and the trailer looks atrocious. I will say it's a really bad trailer, and I don't think it's really going to work. But yeah, Saved by the Bell. It was on Channel 4 and also Trouble, I think, in the UK. And it just, Zach, he was just that perfect sort of perfect American high school sort of, you know, what you would expect. The word you're looking for
is a jock.
That's the one. He's a jock. He is a jock. Yeah. Most definitely is a jock. And he is my number 5 pick. So whereas some people would have AJ Slater, I'm just moving on. Some people would have AJ Slater.
AC Slater. Come on, you don't even know the names.
Oh gosh, I'll tell you what.
So yes, Zach from Saved by the Bell is my number 5. So some people were AJ Slater, and then most of my other male friends were for the women in it. But he is my number 5. So Damien, is it a yay or a nay? Please.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, having watched that show, I fancied Kelly myself on that show. It was so good. It just was great, and I even watched it through to the college years, which was fantastic as well. A great show. They went to Miami and did a summer special as well. He was your typical American boy. Slater was a bit sweaty, wasn't he? You look at him and you just think maybe have some links. He just looked sweaty, didn't he? He'd go past you a bit sweaty.
He was a big lad, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was
but
a big
sweaty,
boy.
Sweaty. So no, I'll give jock. I'll give you a yay for that. I think again, I didn't know you were a gay man. I mean, again, we've done this show for a long time. So what's your partner called? What's her name?
We're not going down that route, Damien. You know exactly who my partner is, and I'm not even going to lead you down that route, so you can do what you want to do. Darren, anyway, is that a yay or a nay?
Intervening because Damien's been silly Billy. So basically, yes, it's a yes from me because I always wanted to be AC Slater.
Sweaty.
The wrestler. I even tried to grow my hair. like the long curly hair that he used to have. And I used to fancy Kelly Kapowski as well. But I did used to like it when it became the college years and the grown-up version that went to college. That was really good as well. That then got promoted to evenings, if you remember, on Channel 4.
It did, but it didn't do that well. And they only did one season of it, which
I remember the TV theme from that as well. I'm standing at the edge of tomorrow.
Tonight.
Yeah, today.
Yeah, tonight.
I prefer the college years because they all grew up. It's honestly.
Tonight, today, tonight.
Picking our number 4 on the Ultimate Top 5 is Darren.
Oh, that's my God.
Darren, your number 4, please.
Oh, God.
And you can't change it.
And 2 steps forward and 2 steps back.
That was Paul Abdul, you clown. Wild Purge, remember that?
And opposites attract. It wasn't even Janet Jackson. What did she do?
Wild Purr, opposite attract. Anyway, yes, it was Janet Jackson for number 4. Thank you.
Explain your reasons behind this, please.
Okay, I've always liked the 80s perm on women.
You're joking. We never do that.
And there was a music video that she did. She looked very, very hot and very kind of... back in the late 1980s. So we're talking 1990.
What was that?
I was about 10 years old. And the video to the song is That's the Way Love Goes. You remember that? That's the way love goes.
I don't know any Janet I couldn't tell you a Janet Jackson song, I'll be honest with you.
But she had the long...
Did you just say the title of the song then? Just There's no tune to it at all. Just
But anyway, That's the Way Love Goes, and she's got all the. She just looked quite hot in that with a little crop top on and toned midriff and.
Just the way to love.
I'm just going to let you carry on, just digging a hole for yourself. Don't worry about it.
No, but Janet Jackson, back in the day, was she was the normal one out of the Jackson clan. She was the normal one, and she was the better looking one out of the lot.
Do you know what? I can't wait to give Darren my opinion because I'm Darren.
Really? Damien, is it a yay or a nay?
It's clearly a nay.
Obviously,
pathetic. One of the worst. That was in line with whatever your radio presenter, Top Carrington. Honestly, bloody awful.
She was a hot woman.
You've got every woman 80s. Since you were a teenager. Pamela Anderson, Janet Jackson. Something about the love. God's sake!
What?
Oh.
It's a no for me as well, and not because
well,
but it's not just because of that. It's just no. But I have to say, she has a massive gay following. Does Janet Jackson?
Does she?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Bigger than Kylie?
Oh God, no one's bigger than Kylie in the gay world. Okay. But no, she does have a really big following in the gay world. It's just Janet Jackson. But for me, no, I don't know any of her music. I wouldn't know her if I walked past the street on her, probably because she looks completely different to how she did back then. But anyway.
Whatever. Carry on then. Right, spin the wheel.
Okay, right. We're rattling through these, aren't we? Let's play a jingle.
It works for Clarkson, May and Hammond. We're not quite sure it works for Antrobus, Lee and Barstow. But they're doing it anyway. You're listening to the As Yet Unnamed podcast.
Honestly... Janet Jackson.
Stop. I started the watch party with about 15 people. I've got 3 left.
That's how popular the second show is, I tell you.
I know. Tell us about it.
I think it was a Janet Jackson that did it.
I don't think it was a Janet Jackson, to be fair with you. Right. Okay, clean edit. Picking our number 3 on the Ultimate Top 5 in its last few weeks is me again. Sorry, Damien. So, my number 3. Now, this might be interesting. I think Damien might go for this one. To be fair, I'm surprised he hasn't even thought about going with him. But anyway, my number 3 is From Dawson's Creek, showing on Sundays on T4, presented by another massive crush of mine who isn't in my top 5, but Mr. Dermot O'Leary. He was born in 1978 and also starred in Cruel Intentions, The Skulls and Shutter, among others. It is played by Joshua Jackson, but the crush is Pacey Witter from Dawson's Creek. Now, if you watched Dawson's Creek back in the day, you were either a Dawson's Creek, a Dawson person, not Dawson, what was his name? Damien? Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, it was Dawson.
Dawson, yeah, sorry. You were either Dawson or Pacey or the women in there, but I was most definitely Pacey. He hasn't aged well, I will just say that, as most of us probably don't. But back in Dawson,
all right. He was in The Affair, and he didn't look bad in that, to be honest.
Was he? Okay, right, okay.
Yeah, no, he's not. Look, we all age, but no, he's okay.
But he's not Pacey. I'm sorry, and I think the reason I like Pacey is because Pacey was quite an intelligent person. In that show, he was quite the intelligent one, and he had long conversations and all that sort of stuff.
Didn't he play a gay man in Cruel Intentions?
Yes,
with bleach blonde hair.
I believe he did. Yes, with Ryan Philippe. Who, if you look at Ryan,
such a good show.
If you look at Ryan Phillippe now, he still looks the same. But yeah, Dawson's Creek. I love Dawson's Creek. I watched every episode of it. I was a massive fan of it.
Even the Halloween one, which was meant to be the scariest episode ever, and they had to put it late at night because it was so scary. Such a good show, and they all talked in that posh way and big words. I was with you, Ian, in terms of Dawson or Pacey. I always wanted
Pacey.
Katie, what did I say?
No, you didn't. I was just expecting you to say I always wanted Pacey. I was thinking,
Stop it.
Time has come.
And I always wanted him to get with Katie Holmes because it was edging towards the fact that Dawson would get with her. But it was a great show. And I think a lot of people had a crush on Pacey. I was Katie Holmes. Can't remember her name in it. What was her name in the show?
I'm not sure without looking. I wasn't interested in the women in the show.
But that was great. I suppose you fancied the dad as well, Mitch.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me have a quick look. Sorry. I'm not
100%.
Who played Mitch? Is he like someone like?
He was a big guy. He was a big guy. Muscles.
Maybe,
All right.
I wouldn't
Don't be picky, will you?
I wouldn't kick him out of bed for farting, but So, Darren, is that a yay or nay?
I'm going to say nay.
Why?
Because on the basis that I don't even know what you're on about because I never watched it.
No, I'm a yay with you on that one because I think, handsome guy. He was a great character, lovable rogue. So, no, it's a yay for me on that one.
The only two I know from Dawson's Creek is Katie Holmes and the main Dawson bloke chap with the dark hair.
Van Berg.
Who is now just in every single TV movie ever made. He seems to be.
Yes.
He seems to be in all of them. Damien, did you used to watch One Tree Hill?
No, I didn't actually. And it wasn't that a spin-off or something?
No, it was a similar sort of vein. It was that type of high school thing. See, One Tree Hill was really good as well. I liked the American teenage dramas.
No.
Okay.
I was a Beverly Hills 90210 fan.
Yeah.
See, I was never a great fan of that.
That was ace.
But if ever you need an American address to sign up for a website, that's always a good one to put in because it's actually a genuine postcode. Just sort of letting you know that. Yeah. Right, picking number 2, we are rattling through these today, is... right, no, not me, I'm sorry. Let someone else pick it. Changing the rules. It's only going to be here for a couple more weeks. Damien, you are picking number 2.
Now, mine's probably going to be a bit controversial, but that's me all over, isn't it? She had massive... lovely. She had eccentuous breasts. She had flowing hair.
Oh, I know exactly who this is.
And her catchphrase was, "I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way." Like that.
Oh, no, it's not who I thought it was going to be. Okay.
Now, Jessica Rabbit was immoral and an up-and-coming star. She was a singer at the Los Angeles super club called the Ink and Paint Club. She was one of several suspects in the framing of her husband. She was voiced by Kathleen Turner, who was actually uncredited for her role. Now, even though she's a human toon, she's shown to have a few of the comedy cartoon antics. She has become a bit of an icon, she has become one of the 100 most drawn, lusted after pair of eyes, and she has been a sex symbol along with Betty Boop, Red Riding Hood, and the Cadbury Dairy Milk Bunny.
So you suffer from toonphilia then, do you?
There was just, I mean, the legs, and do you know what I mean?
So
Actually, a thing.
So you are a toonphilia, are you, Damien?
Yeah.
You suffer from toonphilia.
No, just Jessica Rabbit.
Okay, now you suffer from toonphilia, sexual and romantic attraction of human beings towards cartoon or anime characters.
Because let's be honest, She-Ra had it going on as well, didn't she?
You did mention Little Red Riding in there. Why?
No, that's just what's
What?
on. Just it's on Wikipedia. Didn't read it before I read it, to be honest.
So you're saying your second biggest teenage crush is a hand-drawn cartoon character that isn't real.
Yeah.
That is in a film with Bob Hoskins. And so that's your second. So as you were a teenager growing up, you used to think about her.
Right, good. Okay, so the Christmas show is coming up.
In great detail.
Move on.
In great detail, Damien.
Can we do the yay or nays?
Did you buy a calendar or a book of how to draw Jessica Rabbit?
No, but she was she was above my ceiling, stuck on my blue tack. Okay, so is it a yay or an A for you, Dazzler?
Was she stuck with blue
It's
tack?
a yes, because she had a great figure.
Oh,
It's a cartoon! It's not real!
That cartoon came from the mind of somebody else, so obviously she did exist somewhere.
it did. A man called Dennis Wise.
Dennis Wise, footballer.
Tiny little man. Tiny. Teeny little man.
She is not real, so it's a no, Damien.
Oh, just go, honestly. You're pathetic.
If you'd have picked He-Man, I would have had a different reaction, but you know.
He was Orange Man.
Adam.
Anyway.
It's Friday. The weekend is almost here. So sit back and join Ian, Damien, and Darren for the ultimate top 5 lists show. It's the As Yet Unnamed Podcast Top 5.
Anthony has just put in the chat. Ian, talking to Saved by the Bell, they're doing a reunion. Yes, we had that bit. I don't know why I mentioned that message because I've already done that. Becky says, "You guys must be hilarious. I can't actually hear the TV over Tony laughing that much." So thank you for that. I'm glad someone's appreciating it. And Duncan's just put to your Jessica Rabbit, "Oh my God, she's a bloody toon," and then in the bath apparently. So is that where you were thinking of
Now,
her?
Duncan, me and you go back a long way, all right? I've always flew your flag. You're probably my favourite listener. And do you know what? Just have a little Google search of her. Have a little Google search while you're in the bath. But don't drop your phone.
So yeah, it is called toonphilia, where you have a sexual attraction to an animated
All right, it's getting on a
character.
bit now. Yeah, should we do number 1?
Right. And that one. Clean edit. You're listening to the As Yet Unnamed Podcast Ultimate Top 5 Teenage Celebrity Crushes. So far we have had Zach from Saved by the Bell, Janet Jackson, really, Pacey Witter from Dawson's Creek, and Jessica Rabbit as number 2. So picking the ultimate teenage celebrity crush is... Haha! Me! Hey!
Oh, there we go.
So, I will try and not fanboy over this person at all. So, at number 1, ultimate celebrity crush. With starting in the all new Mickey Mouse Club on Disney in America, before becoming a member of the band NSYNC, or as I heard someone pronounce it recently, NSYNC. In 1995, and a very successful solo career with albums of Justified and the singles Cry Me a River and Rock Your Body, he is one of the world's best-selling artists, having sold over 32 million albums, 56 million singles, and he's also an actor in things like Alpha Dog, Shrek, The Love Guru, got that on repeat, and The Social Network. I'm not quite sure what about Justin Timberlake, his abs and body, made me him my number one celebrity crush, but he is genuinely a proper crush, and still is. I still think he's a very attractive.
I've only recently seen, because she's beautiful in it as well, the film where he works in New York, and I think he works for a magazine.
Is that Friends with Benefits or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it. Yeah, and
Yes.
she's gorgeous in that. Really, really hot.
Is that Jessica Alba, is it?
No, it's. I'm
Anyway,
sure
we're not talking about your crushes. This is, come on.
But do you know what? He's a handsome bloke in it, isn't he? I mean, when he was in NSYNC, he had his little curly hair thing going on. When they were all.
I love that song. Don't ever. That is a brilliant pop song. It's a brilliant pop song.
In their little thing.
It's a really good pop song.
Oh.
I can tell you exactly. There was a set of images of Justin Timberlake, which he did for a magazine shoot, and I've probably still got them saved on my computer somewhere. Honestly, I find him. He's just. If it was celebrity crushes now, it would be someone else. But no, actually, he'd still be high. It's still Justin Timberlake or Justin Trouser Snake. Someone has just called him on chat. Darren, your thoughts?
Yes, he's great. He's
yes, he's great.
Darren is feeling a little uncomfortable about talking about him.
No, because he's got all the moves and he can dance really well. He does a good Michael Jackson set as well. Incidentally, one of the best songs he ever did was the one he duetted with the vocals of Michael. Never Felt So Good or something or other. It was a number one hit about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, no, I don't know that one.
Yeah,
so
very good.
Obviously, I just Rock Your Body and Cry Me a River, I think, are both of his. Right, just to give some balance.
Bye.
Just to give some balance, I'm going to give you each a minute, because this is quite a short episode, because we've rattled through these. I'm going to give you a minute each to give you to just say who your number one celebrity crush is. So, Darren, you've got a minute to give me who your number one is and why.
Right, okay, so born on the 2nd of August back in 1979. She's kind of my age anyway, but a year older than me. Started off on a BBC programme called Biker Grove when she was age 10. She had a couple of hit singles. She went on to do MTV, to host MTV stuff. She also did stuff for Big Breakfast and Channel 4's flagship morning entertainment show. Her name is Donna Air.
Okay, Damien. Damien, who was your number one, please? You have a minute.
So, okay, mine was born on July the 1st, 1967. She was from British Columbia in Canada. She's now 53. She's best known for numerous appearances in Playboy and for her work on television series Home Improvement and then Baywatch from 1992 to 1997. I defy most men to say that they didn't have a crush on her. Yet again, like Jessica Rabbit, she had a lovely pair of eyes, and she was a sex symbol. She's a vegan, and she's all in for animal rights, and she endorses PETA, or PETA. She is Pamela Anderson.
No from me on that.
Really?
Yeah. Because
he picked Janet bloody Jackson.
She's all a bit fake, isn't she? She reminds me of Katie Price Jordan a little bit.
Are you saying that she's fake? Have you looked at Janet Jackson? Her face has got nothing but plastic in it.
Whoa.
Whoa, but hang on a minute. Come on. And also, adding to that, Home Improvement, the dark hair girl Heidi was better looking.
Was she in? I didn't realise she was in Home Improvement.
She was in it. Yeah. Little known fact. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Brace yourselves, everybody. Damien, I'll cut this, but remember it's Christmas for next week. So yes, we will hand over to the acting prowess and the interactions with Barbara. Damien.
Now, we had a chat last week, and thanks for coming back. And you were telling me that you kept having these dodgy emails, and you sent me a message earlier. Now, I know you didn't particularly want to talk about this, but you told me that you've been on a dating site. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you know his name? So you know his nickname. What's that? Tommy. Right. Okay. It's fairly easy. Don't go red about it because I can see you getting a bit flustery. What does he do for a living? He uses his hands a lot. Okay. Right. Yeah. So he sent you a message saying what? You can come anytime. It's quite forward, isn't it? Does he mean to his house or? Right. Okay. And what does he do? You know, what else does he? What else does he? Sorry, he said he was in a sticky position. I don't think I like the sound of this. Oh, so you do know his name? Okay, yeah. All right. Do you want to write it? You want to write it down? Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Oh, I didn't know you got a wart on your finger. You dirty. Just get some Zavirax or something. Or Verrucasor or something. Oh, it's got a head on it as well. Go and write it down. You want me to read it out? Okay. So his name was Wayne King.
Oh, dear God.
Have you done the clean edit bit yet? I know a Wayne King, I think.
His name was Wayne King.
You know a Wayne King.
His name was Wayne King.
Oh, my God.
They're so lads. It's pathetic.
He was a DJ.
Oh, God.
Right. Can you imagine being on a radio station with that? Hello, and welcome to Bobby FM. This is Wayne King.
Oh, dear
Just,
me.
oh.
He uses his hands. Sticky situation. Wayne King. Get that wart scene too as well. Use some...
So, what's our top 5 for next week, please?
Right, okay, let me open the envelope. Wayne King. Sorry. Oh, dear. Okay, next week's top 5. This is a good one, and it only had to be for this one. It is your top 5 Christmas movies of all time. And I think that's a pretty interesting one. Excuse me.
So just to let you know, we will have Christmas top 5s up until Christmas, obviously. And then we will see if the top 5 comes back next year. Right, thank you. Let's go to the end of the show. Thank you very much for listening to the As Yet Unnamed Podcast Ultimate Top 5. So we've had Jessica Rabbit and Janet Jackson in that top 5. It's hardly ultimate, but anyway, there you go. Thank you very much, Darren, for your company.
Thank you very much. And will I ever live the Janet Jackson thing down? I won't, will I?
No, definitely not. And thank you, Damien.
Do you know what? Thank you. Thank you to Wayne King. Thank you to Barbara and a wart. And we say this all the time, but we are coming, hopefully, out the end. Well, nowhere near the end yet, so wear your masks.
You're
and
coming
stay
out
safe.
the end?
Wayne King.
Thank you very much. If you want to get in contact with the show, you can email in. If you've got a suggestion for a top 5, then you can email in asyetunnamedpodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back again on Monday morning at 6 a.m. with 3 men and a microphone. Just to let you know, if you want to watch us do this live and see all the bits that don't make the edit, you can do. Head over to Facebook or YouTube every single Wednesday evening from 8 p.m. Search the As Yet Unnamed Podcast, and you will find us on there live every Wednesday. And we have a special quiz going live on tonight. If you're listening to this on release on Friday, 8:30 tonight on Facebook, you can come and join us for our Christmas quiz special. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back again on Monday. Until then, look after yourselves. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Honestly, Wayne King. And there we are. Thank you very much.
Deary me. Do you know what? Thanks to everyone that's listened tonight. I'm shattered. I really am. Sorry about yesterday, guys, but it has gone manic at work at the moment. Thanks very much to Duncan. Thanks to Anthony. Thanks to the regulars that listen every week. Thanks to the people who download as well, because obviously you guys see the people that are listening live, but we are getting a lot of love on the downloads as well, which is really important. So yeah, I do enjoy this. I know I moan on, but this is my sanity that brings a bit of calm into my life. And I don't know what the start of the show was. Where the hell was I?
I've no idea. You were just...
I'll tell you, that's actually our Preston office.
Wow. Incidentally, you were busy last night, Damien, doing stuff for work.
Yeah.
I think I know what it was.
This is going to go weird, isn't it?
No. Are you sorting out fake Santas in shopping malls now because it's that time of year?
I don't know what you mean, because Santa is never fake. So
No, he's got his Santa helpers.
The helpers, aren't they?
Yeah,
the helpers. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
No, but maybe we were helping with the toys that go in to said hampers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Darren, have you watched The Christmas Chronicle 2 yet?
This coming Saturday, it's...
is it penciled in?
This weekend is our Christmas decoration weekend.
Yeah, ours too. We're doing that. Although we've got to finish the Harry Potter series. So the kids are obsessed. We are on, I think, number 6 now. But we are putting the tree up and having some music.
It starts to get dark now.
They are, yeah. Poppy, 5-year-old, is like, ah! Bethany, 9, Dementors. Ah!
I can't watch it.
They are very good. Right. Thank you very much for listening and watching on Facebook and YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed the show. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on your podcast app. If you've got an an iPhone, or you use Apple Podcasts, scan the QR code that's on the live stream now, and you'll be able to find us that way. Or just search the As Yet Unnamed Podcast. We are on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Podbean. We are now actually on Podbean. We are hosted by them. We are on Anchor. Every single podcast app you can think of, we will be on there. Search for the As Yet Unnamed Podcast. Please click on subscribe and download. And if you really want to do us a favour, just ask one other person that you know. Just say, you like podcasts, have a listen to this. And get them to listen and subscribe to the show as well, because it would be really, really good for us. We're back again next Wednesday, fingers crossed, but we'll be back again next Wednesday at 8 o'clock for another recording of the As Yet Unnamed podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We are going to leave it there. Look after yourself. Stay safe on the live feed. Hope you have a good week. And thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye, everybody.
Take care, guys.
Cheers.
Much
Bye-bye.
love.